Hi friends, Siddharth again. Recently I changed my job and I switched over to Berlin. I was under the impression that Berlin is a cheap city and I can find some accommodation, but I was absolutely wrong. Today's video is upon finding an accommodation in Germany, especially in Berlin, and the biggest challenge that I am facing now is how to differentiate between real genuine offers of accommodation and fake and fraud offers. Trust me friends, even I am extremely surprised. More than 90% of the offers which are available over various websites are absolutely fake. There is no such house exist and they are only looking to scam you. Stay with me friends, I'll tell you how to proceed and find a Wohnung or find a accommodation. So friends, I was always thinking that Berlin is a little cheaper city and I can find some accommodation here, but unfortunately it is absolutely false. A typical family accommodation, maybe of 50 square meter, which is partly furnished, will cost you at least 1400 euros per month. That is the warm rent. For almost 1.5 years, I was previously in Cologne, but the situation was not that bad there. I mean, I could find an accommodation of the similar size for a family for close to 1000 or 1100 euros also. But I don't know what all happened suddenly in Berlin. I think some rates are increased last year and thereby it is absolutely tire now. And the biggest challenge that I am finding is more than 90% of the offers that I am receiving are absolutely fake. Once you interact with those guys, you will clearly find out that there is no genuine offer and they are only looking to scam you and they are only looking for money from you. So before I proceed friends, I would like to explain some terms related with accommodation. First of all, as we are used to listen to words like 2 BHK or 1 BHK, these words does not apply here in Germany. Instead, it works like this. Uh, a, a flat with one dining room, which is known as Wohnzimmer, and one bedroom, which is known as Schlafzimmer, normally is known as 1 BHK flat in India, that is one bedroom hall kitchen. However, here it will be known as 2 Zimmer Wohnung, that is 2 room Wohnung. So technically, a bedroom is also a room and a dining room is also a room. So a 2 Zimmer Wohnung means a house with 2 rooms. So one bedroom and one dining room and one kitchen. That is a 2 room, that is a 2 Zimmer Wohnung. Apart from this, there is two terms known as warm rent and cold rent. So normally friends, when you find a house, it is only a build-up area. You may be charged for that house only, but in addition to that house, there are certain additional costs which are associated. These costs may be for your electricity, for the heating, or for the municipal charges, or even for the paintings which are outside of the house. Because sometimes it so happens that some people may come and draw some graffitis on the walls of your house. So even you may be charged to remove those graffitis also. That's truth, trust me. So these costs are additional cost and they are known as Nebenkosten. And once you include these costs in the house cost, that becomes a warm rent. So the bare cost of the house is known as cold rent and the cost which includes all these additional charges is known as warm rent. Apart from this, there are multiple types of Wohnungs, flats available. Some of them are unfurnished and some of them are furnished. Now again there are multiple options available. Even in unfurnished, there could be two types. One can be without kitchen and one can be with kitchen. That is, I am talking about unfurnished with kitchen and without kitchen. Apart from that, the third option is furnished, which obviously includes kitchen and some additional furniture like sofa, bed, or some other things. By the way, a thing to remember is a bathroom is always there. That is, you will always find a wash basin and stuff like that. It comes by default. So now, as I told you that for last 3 weeks I have been searching extensively for a house in Berlin, I came to some new experiences that I want to share with this video. First of all, a typical house which is unfurnished and which has a kitchen will cost you somewhere around 1000 euros for 50 square meters. I'm talking about zone A and zone B in Berlin. Now what the zone A and zone B are, I request you to please Google it yourself and get acquainted with it. I'm not talking about zone C, which is actually the outskirts of Berlin. Now, in case if you are on job seekers visa and are searching for an accommodation, you may be interested not in the complete Wohnung but in the room in a Wohnung. So friends, in that case, that cost almost half of it. As I said, a two-Zimmer Wohnung which has a dining room and has a bedroom will cost you around 1000 euros. So for your case, wherein you are looking only for one room, that would be somewhere around 500 euros. Now, it all depends upon the case to case. There may be some additional charges that you need to bear. For example, the radio bill, which costs around 17 euros for the household, or maybe you have to bear the cost of Strom, that is electricity, for warm water, or for such other things. So, these figures that I have told, they are just vague figures which will give you a rough idea, but the actual figures will definitely differ. Okay, going ahead. Now, there are certain circumstances wherein a house or a room is available. At times, it so happens that somebody already owns the contract and he is gone for maybe on vacations to his home country, or has left the house for 3 months or something for some professional trip or something. So, they might give you the house or the room for a small amount of time, maybe for a 2 or 3 months. In these cases, normally they don't allow you to do Anmeldung because they are giving you only on temporary basis. Such houses are most likely useless for your purpose, because you definitely want to have Anmeldung. Now, the other thing is, there may be instances wherein somebody already owns a contract and he is leaving the house for some reason, and here in Germany one has to give a notice period of almost 3 months before leaving a house. So, it may happen that somebody has to abruptly leave the house and he or she may be offering the house wherein you have to take over the contract. So, such cases are suitable for us, wherein a new contract will be made on our name, and we will get the Anmeldung. So, find out friends, when you are searching for house, which type of house you are getting, which type of circumstances is applicable to that house or that room. Find out well in advance. That's most important, because without that you won't be able to do Anmeldung. Now, as I said just now friends, I had a very bitter experience because I found that more than 90% of the offers available on websites are absolutely fake. These websites includes not only Facebook or eBay Kleinanzeigen, but also renowned websites like Housing Anywhere. I'll show you a few examples wherein I received a message on my email ID wherein the scammer said that the house is available and he was offering at a very competitive price, and when I checked it in Housing Anywhere, the house was not available for next 1 year. And what he said was, the house is reserved for me. Even before talking to me, he reserved that house for me, and he was expecting me to pay some money in advance, and then he will send the Schlüssel, that is the keys. So such guys are absolutely scammers friends, please keep away from them. Now think from the point of a landlord. Even I possess a house in India, but I am always thinking about the tenant, whether he or she will be able to pay the rent or not. So the same thing happens in Germany also. If any landlord wants to give his house to somebody, he will be interested in knowing whether you are capable of paying the rent and the deposit or not. For this purpose, there is a format, there is a special report known as Schufa, and it contains all the details. Now, getting a Schufa itself will cost you around 20 euros. But what I mean to emphasize is, if somebody is offering you an accommodation, a room or a house, without even asking for Schufa from you, that means he is most likely a total fake, because no landlord will ever offer you a house without Schufa, or without asking you for your pay slips, or without asking you for your job contract. So no landlord or any company will offer you a house without confirming that you are actually able to pay the rent or the deposit. So make sure friends, if somebody is offering you such accommodation without such formalities or without so many documentations, then most likely he or she is absolutely fake. Now, second indicator of compromise, IOC, that is indicator of fake offer. Most likely these scammers at some point of time will tell you that they are presently out of Germany. They will say, I am in Gross Britannia, I am in Australia, I am in America right now, and they will send you the keys the moment you sign a contract and you give the booking amount. Such things are 100% fake. Trust me friends, I have encountered more than 18 such cases in last 3 weeks. All were absolutely fake, and after talking to them over text, most likely they will be only texting you, they will not be interested in talking to you. They will at some point of time point out that they are out of Germany, and for that reason they want you to sign a contract and pay a booking amount which could be 200 or 300 euros, and only then they will give you the keys. And they will never offer you to see the apartment before paying the amount. Such cases are 100% fake. You should never ever pay even a single penny in advance before seeing the house. So make sure, friends, you don't fall trap to such scamsters, and make sure that you play safe. So enough of these horrible stories. So how do you actually confirm and make a genuine booking? So friends, the best way is try to see the house before booking it, first of all. If you are out of Germany, you are in India or somewhere and you want to book a house, please take help of some of your friends, some of your community friends, or maybe you can post some request some of your friends to see the house before booking. Apart from this, you can consider finding a temporary accommodation in a hotel, and from there you can physically go and check the actual situation of that house. That is the play safe option. In addition to this, there are certain paid options also. For example, there are various websites who offer you some premium accounts wherein you can consider going for paid subscription. They will cost you around 30 euros per month. But I have never, frankly telling, I have never tested them, but as I have heard from many friends, they do work. But still, friends, scamsters are very smart these days, so nothing is spared. So you have to be very careful and very smart, and you have to outsmart these scamsters. So this was all for my side, friends. I wish you all the best. I understand it's really a tough situation, especially if you are out of Germany and you are searching for an accommodation in Germany. I will, as a bottom line, I would always suggest, please take help of your friends, somebody known, and that is the only option you have in your hands. I wish you all the best and thank you. Bye-bye.